so freaking happy to be leaving. If you guys can relate to that, put that in the chat box. Like if you're like me and I cannot wait to leave my 9 to 5, that's how I felt at that moment. I was like, this is happening. This is so awesome. So here's what most people don't know about me is A, I didn't hit a home run with my first online business. Like I said, I've been online for 8 years. I never thought I was an expert at really anything, more like a jack of all trades. So I spent months and years trying anything and everything to make money online before focusing on Facebook ad management, right? And I wasn't able to quit my job and rely on my spouse's income. My family actually needed the income I was making. So I didn't have the luxury of saying, hey, honey, I'm gonna quit my job and just start the side thing and we'll just blow off your income. That was not an option. I had to work and make money. So again, it wasn't easy, guys, but it's totally doable. So I remember this moment. It was like this do or die moment. I was crying one night on the couch after the kids were in bed. They went to bed around 8 o'clock. I was complaining. I was always complaining. My poor husband. I was complaining about how nothing I did worked. I couldn't make money online. I couldn't book clients. I couldn't sell a product. Literally nothing I did was working. And I felt I was wasting my potential at my 9 to 5 and just super unhappy. And you guys know that feeling, sitting at your desk, just feeling like this is a waste of your life. Like it's sucking the life out of you. And I was just super, super depressed. And then after, of course, my poor husband, 8 years, right? After my years of hearing this, my poor husband asked me the dreaded question that made me just start bursting out in tears. When is enough enough? He literally wanted to know, after so many years of me struggling, he literally said, Jessica, what is the date? Like, when is that actual date? Like, if it doesn't happen by this date, you're going to be happy at your 9 to 5. You're going to be happy. You're just going to be happy with everything. You're going to be happy. You're going to keep moving on. And I just told him, like, there isn't a date. Like when you have that drive inside of you and you know you're not meant to sit behind that desk working for somebody else. There isn't, unfortunately, a date. And I felt so bad for him, right? As my husband who's trying to support me, because I'm like this crazy mad woman who's like driven to make this happen. But I mean, there just wasn't a date. It wasn't. So I'm saying this, guys, because I want you to know that I was in your shoes, and I was in your shoes pretty recently. Okay, so I've been there. So what I'm saying is if I can do it, you can do it too. And I'm going to show you how. This was 2015. So this is 2015. I actually started making some money online. Not a lot, as you can see. $9,585. Not a lot of money. But I started making something, right? And so that's kind of how it was. Like, the years before that, it was like, oh, I would make a couple $100 here, or $100 here, and I'd be like, oh, but it was never anything, right? And so what was cool was that I actually got my first client by accident, my first Facebook ad client. Again, guys, I was trying so many things, right? I ended up joining a coaching program. And I remember this coach, like I was trying to be like a business coach, or I didn't really know what I was wanting, a marketing coach. I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do. I got to figure it out. By the end of this program, I still had no idea what I was going to do. And I remember the coach coming to me. She knew I was very tech savvy. She knew that I had done ads before. So she's like, hey, Jessica, can you do my ads for me? And I hadn't really thought about doing it for anybody else as a business. I remember saying to her, I said, as long as you don't mind if your ads suck, right? Because I had never done them for anybody else. So I literally said that to her. And that's probably not what I would recommend you say to a new client. But remember, I was thrown into this kind of like, oh, whoa, I didn't know. I didn't really think about getting paid to do ads. So I told her, and she was like, no, we had a good relationship. So she was like, that's cool. Luckily she was my first client. She got great results, and she was actually my first testimonial, and I'll show it to you guys later. It was amazing. But that's when it hit me. I can do Facebook ads for more people and impact more lives and make more money. Like, seriously? Like, I feel like it was like in front of my face the whole time, but I just couldn't put my finger on it, you know what I mean? And that's when I realized I could do this for a living. So 2016 happened. I started trickling some more clients. I was starting to figure out a system. I was starting to like figure out while I was working my side job, guys. Remember this? 2016, I was working my side job. I quit my job. I say side job, it was my full-time job. I was in my full-time job. I quit December 30th, 2016. The very end of 2016. So I was able to make $73,000 that year, and so I made that pretty much the last 6 months of the year, and that's when I realized like I have the system down. I'm making money, 10K plus a month at this point, and I have a system down. Like, it's starting to work for me, right? And it was an easily replicable system that, seriously, guys, anybody can do. Anyone can build a Facebook ad management business from scratch. And so after I created the system, man, you guys, it started exploding. And so this was 2017. So this is my PayPal account. It was $201,685 for all of 2017. Okay. Then I had my Stripe account where I was taking some clients' payments in. It was $19,101. I ended up at the end of 2017 with $220,786, my first year full time. So again, guys, remember, I was able to create 10K plus a month while working my 9 to 5. And then as soon as I was ready, I quit the job because I was making income. I had money saved from the income coming in, and then I was able to explode, which you will do once you quit the job. I was able to explode into this. And this year's, and we'll talk later, like this year's planning on doing a lot more. So the cool thing was, when I started doing that, I had a lot of people ask me how. Like, how did you do that, Jessica? How did you start this Facebook ad agency? And I only started, but how did you get it to be so profitable? Right? And I had a lot of people ask me to do one-on-one coaching and mentoring with them, which I've done some small one-on-one coaching and mentoring with people, but I realized I needed to help more people. I needed to help the masses, like helping one here and one here. Like, it wasn't enough for me. I needed more. And I know how much I struggle, you guys, that my goal is to help more. My goal is to have a bigger impact. Because I want other people to have and do what I was able to do this last year, okay? So that's when I made that big 2018 goal that you saw, right? To give others the tools, step-by-step process, and support to do this themselves. You guys, I've done a lot of things right. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here. But I've done a lot of things wrong as well, okay? I was no overnight success. I've told you that. Spent years and money of trial and error figuring out how to, quote unquote, I'm doing air quotes right now, you can't see me, to make money online. I was wasting tons of time reading and listening to so-called gurus who weren't even doing what they were trying to teach you. I'm trying to figure out, how to be successful online. And when I actually figured out Facebook ads was the way I wanted to go, when I started getting my first clients, then I had no clue how to find more leads and clients. Like, I was completely lost. I was hearing no way more times than anyone should ever. The calls I was getting on, just no. I didn't know. I didn't know how to sell. I didn't know how to sell my services to people. And I was completely lost on how to build a Facebook ad agency that would allow me the time and financial freedom that I crave, that I know we all crave. It's like innate. It's like, that's what we crave. So guys, I did things wrong, all right? But then I created a system. I created a system that seriously anyone can follow, a 100% step-by-step duplicable system, okay? To generating leads and sales over and over again like clockwork. Claudia, so it's 2017 income mostly from creating ads for clients or from teaching people? Nope, never taught anyone how to do Facebook ads. I think I had like a small course for like $100. And Claudia, all of that, I'm going to say 98 or 99% of that was from my clients only clients. So I made over 200K with my client work only. Like, that's how powerful Facebook ads is. I'm just now, and I'll talk about it later, I'm just now starting to help people with their own ads.